Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Divya. Welcome to Visual Vibes. In this Python course, I'm gonna teach you everything that you need to learn to start coding with Python. This course doesn't cost you anything, it's totally free for you. But if you would like to help me out, then you can increase its reach by hitting a like button, leave a random comment down below, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thanks in advance, and I really appreciate it. Without getting any delay, let's jump right in. So today we're going to see the types of errors and its examples in Python. Before I start, I would like to tell you one thing. If you are new to my channel or new to this Python course, then I would like to recommend you to check out my earlier sessions first because they will help you understanding things better before jumping onto this new one. Once you're done with watching those videos first, then circle back here for a deeper dive. So before I explain the types of errors and its examples in Python, let me first talk about the importance of errors in Python. Understanding errors in programming is so crucial because whenever you have a clear idea about what the problem is, then only right you can be able to think about the right solution for it. So, like in the same way, whenever you better understand about what the error is, then only you can be able to fix the code and move forward. Understanding errors in programming helps us grow, improve, and become at better problem solving. Each error in programming teaches us something new. Learning about errors in programming makes you better at solving problems and writing the clean code. The more you learn from your mistakes, the better you become at solving problems, not only in coding but also in life. Okay, now let's see the types of errors that we have in Python. So we have three types of errors in Python: compilation errors, runtime errors, and logical errors. Now let's see each one of them in detail. First one is about compilation errors. In Python, compilation is the step where the source code is converted into bytecode, which is then executed line by interpreter. Normally, whatever the code, whichever we write in .py files, comes under source code, and that source code will be converted into bytecode, which is in the form of zeros and ones, which is then executed line by interpreter. Compilation phase, we can call as compilation errors. More precisely, I can say compilation errors are the ones that occurs whenever code violates the syntax rules of the programming language. In Python, every line of code must follow the correct syntax. If there is any mistake in the structure or format of the code, then it results in compilation errors. So all the syntax errors comes under the category of compilation errors. Now let's see the different examples of compilation errors. So here I have given three examples. Let's see the first example. In this first example, I declared the variable b and I have assigned the value 5 to it. And then I was trying to print the value of a, which is not defined. Here I have only defined b, but I was trying to print the value of a, which is not defined. So that's why it throws an error, name error, saying that name a is not defined. And in the second example, I have given three scenarios, where in the first scenario, I was trying to print the string hello. Whatever the string, whichever we need to print, that must be in the double quotes. But I forgot to give the double quotes at the end of the string. So that should result an error, which is a syntax error saying that unterminated string literal. So in the second scenario, I was given the string hello within the double quotes, but I forgot to close the parenthesis. So this we can call as parenthesis, but I forgot to close this parenthesis at the end of the string. So that should result in a syntax error saying that this parenthesis was never closed. Likewise, in the third scenario, I was trying to print the string hello and I forgot the double quotes as well as instead of closing parenthesis, I given the square brackets. So that should result in an error, or syntax error, saying that closing parenthesis does not match the open parenthesis. So I have one open parenthesis this one, but I have different closing parenthesis, which both are not matching. So it results in this error. In this third example, I was trying to print the hello string by defining a function. So if here I have given a function named greet, which is then followed by def keyword initially, and inside that I have given one print statement that should print the hello. But we have learned, right, in our earlier sessions, like whatever the block of statements that go inside the function must follow the indentation. But here I have not given any space or indentation before the print statement. So it should throw an indentation error saying that expected an indented block after the function definition on line 1. So these are the different types of syntax errors, or I can call as compilation errors. So whenever you have any error in syntax, then that results in compilation error. This is about compilation errors. So let's see the next one. Next one is about runtime errors in Python. From the name itself, we can understand runtime errors are the errors that usually occurs while the program is running. So these errors usually happen whenever the program encounters a situation which cannot be handled by Python. So while the program is running, sometimes in some situations, Python don't know how to handle some cases. So in those cases, it results in runtime errors. In order to understand it better, let's see some of the examples. So here I have given 5 examples. Let's see the first example. In this first example, I have declared one variable name mylist. So mylist is a type of list that holds the 2 elements. Here it's holding 2 elements at the index positions 0 and 1. And in the next line, I was trying to print this list that holds the element 5. But here we don't have 5 elements, right? We only have 2 elements. But I was trying to access the element which is at position 5, which is not present. So then it results in index error saying that list index is out of range. Similarly, in case of dictionary is the one that holds the key value pairs. So I have declared here one variable named mydict, and that is holding the key A and the value as 1. And in the next line, I was trying to print the my dictionary referencing the key. So in order to print any value inside the dictionary, we need to reference it by key. So I need to reference it by the key A. But here I was referencing it by the key B, which is not present in my dictionary. So then it results in key error B. Now let's see the third example. Here I was declared one variable named X, and I was trying to add string and number. So here in Python, it is not possible to add a string to the number, right? Here I have the value 2. Here another value as a 5, even though both are numbers, but this 5 is within the double quotes. So anything in Python within double quotes, we can call it as a string. So a string cannot be added to the number. So that's why it should result in an error called type error, saying that can only concatenate string to string. So string to string concatenation is possible, and number to int concatenation is possible. But a string to the int concatenation is not possible in Python. So that's why it results in type error. And now let's see the fourth example. Here I declare one variable x in which I was assigning the value. I was doing 5 divided by 0. So normally it should give the value infinity, right? But in Python, it doesn't know how to handle this situation, how to handle this scenario. So that's why in this scenario, it should throw an error called zero division error, saying that division by 0. So this means division by 0 in Python is not possible and cannot be handled in Python. So that's why it results in zero division error. Now let's see the last example. Here, I told you, right, whether any string within the double quotes, so we can call it as a string. So here ABC is a word. I was given within the double quote, so it's a string. Is it possible to convert the string into number? No, right? So here I was doing the string conversion into int, which is not possible and cannot be handled in Python. So it results in value error, saying that invalid literal for int with base 10. So suppose in place of ABC, if I have the number as 5 or something, then 5 is a string, but it can be converted into int since it is a number instead of word. So, but a string cannot be converted into it, so it results in value error. So this is all about runtime errors. Now let's see the last one. Next one is about logical errors in Python. So logical errors are the errors usually occur whenever the code runs successfully without crashing, but produces the wrong result due to incorrect logic in the program defined. So normally we have two phases in Python. One is compilation phase and then another one is runtime phase. During compilation phase, the source code can be converted into bytecode. There are no syntax errors. So once the compilation has been done successfully, then it moves from compilation phase to runtime phase. During runtime phase, the program starts running. While the program is running, if there are no errors, no runtime errors, then the program runs successfully. Once the program runs successfully, we will expect some result from it, right? So if there is any mismatch in that result, then that mismatch is only because of logical errors in our program. So logical errors are the ones that usually occurs after the program runs successfully, but it results in wrong output. So here I have given 3 examples in which in the first example, I was trying to calculate the area of the circle. So I have declared one variable named circle area and I given this formula. 3.414 means pi and r. Normally the circle area can be calculated by pi r square, right? But I given the wrong formula here, which is a logical error in my program. So that results in wrong formula, right? So this is an example of logical error. And in the second example, I declared a variable name age and I assigned 20 value to it. And I am checking the condition. If the age is greater than 18, then I am printing you're a minor. But generally, what is the scenario? Maybe we can say a person is minor, the age is less than 18, right? So, but here I have given age is greater than 18, I was printing the minor, in which I given the wrong condition. So this is the scenario for the wrong condition. And this results in wrong output due to this logical error. And in the third example, I was declared one function named sum, in which I was passing two variables a and b to it. Since the function name is sum, I need to expect the sum from it, right? But inside the function, what I was returning, I was returning the difference of those two numbers instead of addition. And in the print statement, I was calling this function by passing the a and b values to the function. So whenever this function is called, instead of giving me the addition of two values, it is returning the difference, which is a logical error, right? So here the logical operation I was performing, wrong operation I was performing, that results in logical error. So these are some of the examples of logical errors. And this is all about logical errors in Python. Now, if you see the comparison of errors, so here I have compared 3 errors. So compilation errors usually occurs before the program runs, that is during the compilation phase. Whereas runtime errors usually occurs after the code has been compiled successfully, that is during execution. And logical errors usually occurs, the program runs successfully, but finally it gives the wrong output. And these compilation errors mainly occurs due to the syntax format in our program. And these runtime errors usually occurs whenever the situation is not able to handle by the Python. And these logical errors occurs whenever we have the incorrect logic in our program. So this is the comparison between the errors. So with this, we have seen the types of errors and its examples, and finally the comparison of errors. So that's all for today. I hope you like this session. If you have any doubts, feel free to post them in the comment section. We'll definitely answer your questions, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care, goodbye, and enjoy programming.